Welcome back to the Leverage Lounge podcast. I'm your host, Mike Collier. After talking about what the future agent has to let go of last week, I realized that there's another side to the conversation. Because when you remove things, you create space. And so the question becomes, well, what do you need to protect once that space is created? I mean, think about it. Have you ever quit something that wasn't serving you? Like smoking or heavy drinking or any other guilty pleasure? If so, then you know how important it is to fill the gaps of the time you spent doing those things with other things, positive things that serve you at a much higher level. Otherwise, if not, you're destined to fall right back into those bad habits. If you're going to remove, you have to also replace. So one thing that stands out to me immediately is the future real estate agent protects their attention. Not in a dramatic way, not by disappearing. I hear about people stopping their social media or getting off social media because they feel like it just takes up so much of their time and attention that they can't focus on their business. So it sucks up all of the time. But you should actually be using social media to help to build your business. So if you're using it right, there might be some doom scrolling here and there, but you have to protect that time. But use it wisely. So I'm not saying by disappearing, but I'm saying by being intentional about what gets access to you. Like every notification does not deserve a response. Every meeting doesn't deserve a yes. Every opinion does not deserve your energy. Look how many people spent so much time being triggered by the Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime show. More agents spent time focusing on that than focusing on their business. And for what? For clicks? For engagement? The people who were making these posts were hoping to grab your attention, and it worked a little too well, if you ask me. Our attention, like time, is finite, and where it goes determines what grows. Another thing the future agent protects is clarity. They don't constantly change direction. They don't chase every new idea or shiny object. They know who they serve. They know what problem they solve. They know what their role is. That kind of clarity shows up in conversations with their clients, with their partners, with their team. People trust what feels steady. The future real estate agent also protects their decision-making window. They don't make important decisions when they're rushed, reactive, or emotionally charged. Like, have you ever said something or done something in the heat of the moment and then instantly regretted it? I know I have. And even if you thought nothing of it at the time, has it ever come back around to bite you later? This is where you have to slow down on purpose, not because you're unsure, but because you understand that a clear decision often saves you weeks or months of cleanup. That kind of discipline compounds over time. And this one matters more than people realize. The future agent also protects their state, not as in like the United States, although that's important too, but their mindset, their energy, their nervous system. They don't show up scattered and expect great outcomes. They create the conditions where they can think clearly, they speak calmly, and lead confidently. And that's not some personal development fluff. That's called operational discipline. So if you're feeling like things are kind of noisy right now, or like you're constantly reacting instead of building, it might be time to ask yourself a different question. Not necessarily what should I add next, but what deserves my protection? Because the future agent doesn't win by force. They win by focus.